talk big. Still standing around? Slaughter those two rats at once!
Watch out, Zoro! Now come!
What the hell are you?
You! Huh? If you value this boy's life, you'll surrender!
Come!
Are you listening?
You're disrespecting a captain!
Hey, welcome back. Zuko here, but One Piece budget decks. Graffiti back behind the camera. Still abusing me for my glory for his things. Today he said he has a deck tech? Trafalgar Law purple red? Whatever you humans be doing there. Can I go back to sleep, please? No? Okay, my disdain for you thickens. Subscribe, like, share, deck list down below. Please subscribe. Help this man get to 50 subscriptions so he can do live gameplay on Friday. I just want to go to sleep. I'm going to sleep. Can you do it for me? Thanks, guys. You humans have a good one. Enjoy. Today, Trafalgar Law. Activate main once per turn. -3 Dawn. Place one of your opponent's characters with 3,000 power or less at the bottom of the owner's deck, and then play one character card with a cost of 4 or less from your hand. So, as you can imagine, we're going to be trying to lowering the power of our opponent's characters while cheating 4 or less characters, while also being mindful of the reduction of our Dawn back to the Dawn deck. If you have bot structure deck 10, a lot of this will be available to you readily, easily. So, that being said, I'm just going to jump right into it. This card is pretty... I feel important for the deck. It can be played without it, but you kind of shouldn't, I feel. Otama, 0 power, 1 Dawn to play. 2k counter on the side, which is, pretty solid for us, but it usually is. But on play, you can give one of your opponent's character -2,000 power for the turn. Triggers Trafalgar for you pretty good. Helps you combo you in with some other cards, like even Vista. This 3k powered for 3, 1k counter aside. On play, KO one of your opponent's characters with 3,000 power or less. So just in case Trafalgar doesn't get it done, you can go ahead and tune him up with Vista. You can run 4 if you want. I'm just giving 3 a try. 4s. I don't want it to be doing just that, it seems like. That's how I felt with that. When also here I'm running the Rush Zoro, 5,000 power for 3. Rush alone, no counter. We know the effectiveness of this card here alone. We don't need to talk about the Zoro. We know about Zoro. We would ride alone into Wire here. This 3,000 for 3 with a 1k counter side. It's a blocker. Once per turn, theirs or yours. Whenever you send a Dawn back to your Dawn deck, you draw a card and discard a card or trash a card from your hand. Magic, we call that looting. I feel this would be a good term for this here game because, pirates, whatever. Speaking of weird things in the pirates, Franky here. Franky! 4k for 3. No counter on the side, but ×1 Dawn, it can swing on your opponent's active characters. That's been pretty good. Luffy showing us that in Rebecca. It also comes in under Trafalgar. The no counter kind of sucks a little, but it is what it is. They all can't be all stars. I'm just playing around with some things. Speaking of playing around with some things, live or dead. I guess he's alive. Whatever. Brook. 5,000 for 4, 1k counter on the side. ×1 Dawn. When attacking, give up to 2 of your opponent's characters -2,000 power during this turn. If you need, can help you kind of give them that with these 2 here. Trafalgar synergy. Good old synergy. And then, I don't know what point those other 2 there. I thought I had something for them. Moving into Sanchi and Penguin. Sachi and Penguin. If you see my older videos, if you're new to the channel, you understand. I will butcher the names. I'm not an avid fan. I'm watching the animes again to say the names. So, anyways, 5,000 power for 4. It is a 2k counter side. A lot of times that's what it's going to be. It seems like kind of like Otama or whatever her name is. But on play, if you have 3 or less Dawn than your opponent, you can put 2 Dawns into play rested from your Dawn deck. Kind of gives you back if you put it into play with this guy here. About the only way really to get full value off of it, other than being a 2k counter. Definitely would be one of the first cards I remove. Maybe Gene Bart might be a good replacement for this that came from the structure deck. Do what you want. Let me know in the comments down below what you would do different there. Beppo, 5,000 for 4, 1k counter aside on play, and also when attacking. If your opponent has more Dawn cards than you, you get to put one into play rested as well. That is a nice little get back mechanic there with the Dawn. So Beppo does do damage. Speaking about doing damage, Trafalgar Law. Look, here we go. This guy right here. This blocker has 5,000 power for 4 with a 1k counter aside. But on play, -1 Dawn. If your opponent has 7 or more cards in their hand, they have to trash 2. It is at random of sorts. They don't get to pick. You don't get to pick yourself, you know, like visually. You know, like you guys can figure out how to do randomly. But that's something I've seen people not really tell other people about in their videos. So, Uta here. 5,000 for 4, 1k on the side, blocker, on block, -1 Dawn, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a 5 cost or less. I play this over the 5-drop Queen. Simply, I try to keep things a little more budget. This isn't much more budget friendlier by much, but it's, I think, more reachable than the other ones. Because we all seem to have the structured deck 5 other than, what was that, 4? 3, 2, 1, Queen. Anyways, 5. We got 4 queens here. 5 power, 5k power. This has been going too long. But anyways, 5k power for 6, 1k on the side. On play, -1 Dawn. This character gains rush. This turn, give up to one opponent's characters -2,000 power during this turn. More synergy for the reduction cost to help you go online with like your Vista and this here. Help you shrink down the cards that you don't want to see. Another card that is above the 4 cost for Trafalgar is the Monkey D. Luffy, 6k power for 5. Rush times 2 Dawn. When attacking, your opponent cannot activate blocker on him for this turn. Or that battle, sorry. That card speaks for itself. It's just like Zoro. We know how abusive that card can be. Just like Red-Green Trafalgar, I only run minimal events in mine as well. With that being said, here the 5 only ones I'm running are the 4 guard points. It's a 3k counter for 1 with a trigger of one of your leader or character cards. Gain plus 1,000 power during this turn. And then, you guessed it, Radical Beam. It's essentially a 2k counter for 1, but if you have 2 or less life cards, it becomes a 4k counter with the same trigger as the guard points. One of your leader characters can gain 1k for the turn. This is my build. I'm having fun with it. It isn't going to be like amazingly awesome. Tell me what you liked about it. Tell me what you hated about it. Tell me what you do different in the comments down below. Like, share, subscribe. Please subscribe. Tell a friend to subscribe. Help me please get to 50 subscriptions so I can do live gameplay on Friday nights at my LGS. I would greatly appreciate that. Have a good night.